And welcome back to another video with SirLucien. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the new patch that came out for Mechwarrior Online. January 19th patch. So, what do we have in store? So, the Warhammer was released today, one of the new mechs that was coming out. You can go ahead and take a look at that. It's a heavy mech with basically 2 PPCs and then some various other weapon systems loadout. There's several variants that have come out. It was currently only available with the pre-order. I think you can order it as a package deal at the moment. It is not in the MC store yet, and you can't buy it for C-bills quite yet. But go ahead and make sure you take a look at that. While we're going through this video, I'll show some battle footage of us fighting out on the other big update for today, which is the Polar Highlands map. So you should be seeing that now. The Polar Highlands, this was a remote base situated on a remote planet in a remote system, has been locked in perpetual winter since it was established. Founded originally as a purely research-based facility, the majority of useful research opportunities were exhausted within the first decade. Scientists and engineers garrisoned here long after the station had been recommissioned, and as a communications relay found they had little to do but reflect on whatever series of professional missteps had led to their chilly reassignment. When war finally reached this sector, initially breaking out on the more resource-rich and strategically valuable planets closer to the system's K-class star, the few engineers stationed here whose social skills hadn't completely frozen over had the opportunity to find new purpose maintaining the mechs and support facilities for whichever occupying faction could be convinced to spare them for their utility. While the frigid temperature of the Polar Highland grants pilots with considerable leeway in terms of operational heat, the relatively sparse amount of cover provided by the natural trenches running through this map require the pilots to remain constantly focused on their surroundings and the horizon. Visibility on this battleground is excellent in day or night. This map has a dynamic time of day, so as the map decides which one it's going to run, you should see 20% chance of dawn, 50% chance of day, 20% chance of dusk, and 10% chance of night. For public matches, each quadrant condenses its 6-hour duration into 15 minutes, the maximum match time for a standard queue match. For private matches, the 6-hour quadrant duration will be condensed over whichever match duration is set in the lobby. All right. There are now some breakable objects also on Polar Highlands. Actually, it's saying it does not feature any breakable objects in the Polar Highlands. It is a single spawn dropship drop zone, 3 drop zones per team. Players will drop onto Polar Highlands from one of the 3 dropship zones. For their side, the dropships will leave the battlefield once they have unloaded their mechs. So we did talk about the new mech, the Warhammer. The release date for MC is going to be April 5th, is when you can buy it with the in-game cash currency, or actually the kind of the gold currency that you can buy with real money, which is called MC. And then the release date, if you want to buy it with in-game money that you can earn, which is called C-bills, that will be May 3rd. For all of the loadout details, you can go to the website and check them out, and you can still take a look at the pre-orders there if they have not taken them down yet. Also in today's patch, they have introduced a player name change. So you can now change your pilot name on the Change Pilot Name page, which is off of you can find in the patch notes. There's a link to it. They are saying that the first name change is free, but after that you will have to pay 4,500 MC, and that will be non-refundable. So make sure you choose a good one this last time, and there are instructions on how to do that in the patch notes. A few new cockpit items were added. Black Widow hanging item, Phoenix Black hanging item, Phoenix Black mounted item, Warhorn, Phoenix Black standing item. Some new badges. You can see the Warhorn from the Warhammer standard pack, which is the Bludgeon, looks like a Warhammer, and the Warhammer Collector pack, the Widowmaker. Some gameplay changes that we shall see. Reduce the cooldown for both Inner-Sphere and Clan Gauss from 5.5 seconds to 5 seconds. So the Gauss rifle is going to be firing faster. 0.5 seconds will be noticeable on the battlefields. Another big change that they decided to do with the affects the graphics or the VFX of the laser beams of any of the laser weapons. So laser beams will now taper off as they approach their maximum effective range, beyond which they will no longer render. So it should give you a better feedback of how far out your lasers are actually going, and when you're being hit by them, you should be able to tell by looking at it how far out somebody might be, if they're at the extreme range, optimal range, or not. They did make some improvements also to the weapon group HUD. That's that HUD that you have down in your bottom right corner where your weapons are. Shows your weapons, and those different ranges are listed there, but they will also change color based on the different range where your cursor is. So green for IS or white for clan means the target is within optimal range. Orange, target is within effective range, so it doesn't do as much damage but still does damage. And black, target is out of range. Coloration of torso mounted weapons will now behave according to the position of the torso crosshair. That was a fix. They show an example picture of that also in the patch notes if you want to go out and take a look at those. 2 new mechs available for MC at this point. Or actually 1 mech for MC, which is the Jenner 2C. So that's the clan version of the JR7 2C. Each of the variants range anywhere from 2,770 MC, and the low one is 2,610 MC. So right in that range of 26 or 2,700. There is 1 new mech, which really, of all of this in the patch notes, because I did not buy the Warhammer pre-order. In fact, I try not to spend hardly any money on the game. I try to play it as is. I was a founder originally, and that was the money I put in, and now I'm trying to play with all the in-game currency that I can. But mechs now available for C-bills are in-game money. The Black Knight. So you are definitely going to be seeing in my next video a Black Knight, because I've been waiting to get this mech for a while. I think it's cool. It's going to be one of my favorite mechs to use. They range anywhere from 6,000,003 to all the way up to about 7,000,004, and there's 4 variants that are offered at this point. Now there are many map fixes and changes, little things like fixed a terrain rendering thing on Alpine Peaks, or fixed a terrain rendering in Boreal Vault, and fix some levitating rocks in Caustic Valley. There's a whole list of those. I'm not going to go through every single one of those. Each of the maps that was touched, it looks like Alpine Peaks, Boreal Vault, Caustic Valley, Crimson Strait, Emerald Taiga, Forest Colony, Grim Portico, Hellbore Springs, Mining Collective. So it really looks like a kind of a full pass on all maps to kind of fix those little itty-bitty things about things that were floating above ground, things that weren't rendering in correctly, move some things that might have gotten some mechs stuck and they couldn't get out of, that kind of stuff. So all the maps had little changes. I don't think any of them were major changes, or that they'd probably be listed a little bit different, but there's just little changes here and there. A few mech fixes and changes. Hellbringer, all variants fixed an issue with the Phoenix Warhorn. So for you Hellbringer pilots that was hanging the Phoenix Warhorn, that should be fixed. Hunchback 2C, all variants. The hitboxes have been adjusted, with a portion of the right and left side torsos above and around the shoulder area now shifted to the right and left arm hitboxes. So they've moved some of that hitbox over to the arms. And so those torsos will probably not take as much damage as they have been, and the arms will take a little bit more than before. Also, Hunchback 2C variants, the torso pitch angle has been increased from 20 to 25, and they fixed a material issue with that. So Hunchback 2C pilots, there's been some fixes for you in this patch. MechLab fixes and changes. Fixed an issue where structure upgrades were not displaying the correct tonnage for certain mechs. They don't really list which ones. Fixed an issue where increasing or decreasing the amount of armor on a mech would not correctly update the availability status of upgrades, so keep that in mind. Fixed an issue where Clan XL engines required 3 critical slots in each side torso instead of just 2, so it only should be taking up 2 of those slots in each side torso. Fixed an issue where filtering colors by owned in the camo spec screen could generate duplicate color swatches. I've seen this on mine. I believe that is now fixed. Fixed an issue where filtering colors by owned in the camo spec screen could cause rows of ineligible color swatches to appear. I didn't have that, but I did see the above one, so those are now fixed. Just a couple of other quick fixes and changes. Fixed an issue where equipping the C-Bill medallion hanging item could cause issue with the Warhorn audio, so that is no longer an issue. Fixed an issue where the pressure chamber Warhorn could flicker when walking. Added the ability to change the screenshot key binding. You now can reassign your screenshot key binding key, which is awesome. Performance improvements for targeting information displays and performance improvements for lasers, but they don't say specifically what. So that has been your patch update notes with SirLucien. And also, just for the end of this video, they also just started the Snowfall sale, 35% off MC and C-bills of select mechs, patterns, and colors. Some of the things that you can get with that, you can get the 35% off the Snowfall pattern for all your mechs. And that's a permanent Snowfall pattern, 35% off, so you're looking at about 487 MC for that. Also, a selection of white paint colors are off, so you'll have to check those out. Most of those were probably 1,000 MC to begin with, and with 35% off, they will be 650 MC. So if you're looking for some winter paint colors that you don't have yet, those are on sale. Some mechs that are on sale, not only in C-bills, but also in MC prices over the next week. This sale runs from, I just saw that, started today on the 19th and will be running until January 26th for all of those of you who want to shop in the store. The Adder variants are on sale, and those are a 35% off, so you can see some pretty good savings. That's almost 2 million C-bill savings, or right about 1,000 MC savings. Also, the Jenner is on sale. 3 of the variants, the F, the D, and the K. So the Frank, the Delta, and the Kappa are on sale. 35% off. Also, MC prices for all variants. So that's the F Champion and the Zero, or the O, JR7-O, is also has 35% off an MC price. All variants of the Locust, the 1V, 1M, 3V, 1E, 3S, and 3M are on sale. The Cicada is on sale for all MC prices. Again, 35%. Only 4 of the variants are on sale for C-bills. That's the 2B, the 2A, the 3C, and the 3M. If you're looking to get a Centurion, 4 of those are on sale in C-bills. All of them are on sale for MC prices. You can take a look at those. All of the Novas are on sale, CB, SA, and Prime, 35% off. 3 of the Dragon variants are C-bill 35% off, but they are all of the variants are MC priced off, so 35%. The Cataphract, if you're looking to get a Cataphract, hadn't had one yet, or you need an extra variant, 5 of those have a C-bill 35% off, which is the 4X, 2X, 1X, 0XP. The 3D are all C-bill priced. But if you have MC to spend, then you can get any of the variants 35% off in MC. The Mad Dog, all variants, 35% off. The Atlas, it looks like 5 of those. Yep, 5 of those are a C-bill, 35% off. So that's a pretty big difference there. That's probably almost a $3 million to $4 million difference, depending on which one you're getting for C-bills. Or if you're looking, you have MC to spare, 35% off, you're looking anywhere from about 1,000 off all the way up to, might even be about 2,000 off, depending on what variant you are trying to get. Getting close to the end here, we finish up with our last 2, which is the Awesome. All variants, but the PB is C-bill priced, 35% off. MC price, 35% off all variants for the Awesome. And then our final mech on this sale is the Warhawk. All variants of the Warhawk are 35% off. So you can save anywhere from 4 to 5 million C-bill wise. That's a pretty expensive mech. That's one of the more expensive ones. Or if you have MC to spend, 35% off is going to save you somewhere around 2,000 MC, maybe almost 3,000 MC. right around in that area. And that is the winter sale for January 19th going to January 26th. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed all this information. You can definitely check it out on the MWOMercs.com website to see anything that I might have missed or not read out. All the links are there. Hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy this patch. I'm enjoying it. We'll see you in the next video.